Thank you all for coming and welcome. We really appreciate you being here, and it's just great to spend this time with family and be able to share conversations and catch up. And first of all, happy birthday, Dad. I love you very much. We all love you. It's great to be here and celebrate your birthday. Happy birthday. So, Dad is someone who he's always kind of trying to deflect attention, and so I think it's really fitting that we're here tonight, spending time, talking about Dad, because he deserves it, and he's a great man. And I was thinking of kind of what describes Dad, and
sexy.
Very sexy. Dad, did Mom dress into that? Look at this.
Yeah, actually, I had somebody else I was going to wear, and she said, "No, you're going to wear the pink shirt."
Nice, Mom. But it's definitely faith and family. Faith is at the center of Dad's life, and it should be. And he's always lived his life, not just talking to us about faith in God, but living by example. And in every way, he's going on retreats or taking us to Mass or chairman of Family First, faith and family at the center of his life. And that's always been a phenomenal example for us. So I was just thinking of some words to me that describe Dad, and it was curious, insightful, warm, sociable, supportive, caring, and above all, probably patient. Dad's incredibly patient. The four of us were kind of racking our brains about things that he lost his cool over, and as we grew up, and there aren't many.
Obviously more with the girls.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, you're working on your stories right now. Except for that time when I always think of Dad too, and I'm back in this bathroom back here. We have these closet doors that are always off track. And the one time we were up in our room on Birchdale, and I was really little. So he was, the doors were off track, and he got so mad, and he punched a hole right through the wall.
It was Super Bowl Sunday, Bengals Super Bowl Sunday, 1982.
Had they already lost?
They were losing or had lost, and you guys were upstairs doing something. You knocked the door off the track. So I was ticked for 2 reasons.
I appreciation for that, man. Yeah.
And I was standing there and leaning against the wall, and I just went, boom.
Dad, this is my time. So. And I asked Dad the other day for the eulogy that he gave at Grandpa's funeral, which was very touching to us then, and just reading through it again was amazing. But what he said in there was how he, when he wanted to grow up, he would, if he could be the kind of his dad when he grew up, that's what he wanted to be. And I feel the exact same way. I've always felt, absolutely. We miss Grandpa for sure. But every time I'm with Dad and giving him a hug, I'm always trying to tell him how, when I grew up, I felt, and Mom, of course, is a huge part of this too, just feeling so secure and supported and loved, and just kind of had every opportunity in the world. And thank you very much for that. We had a great childhood, and I hope to give my kids the same thing. And you're a wonderful dad. So I'll turn it over to Eric to say a few serious things, and then we'll get into the funny bits.
And talking about all these lovely, wonderful things about Dad, and part of it was Dad we loved, but we certainly respected, and we kind of feared. And Dad was a father in every sense of the masculine sense, in that you respected him, you understood what his role was in the family, and discipline. You certainly feared it a little bit. One thing that was always overlapped or weaved in with all of that was affection. And there was never a lack of I love yous and hugs when you came and went. And even those 10, 15 years between the ages of 15 and 25, when you're much more intelligent and smarter than your parents and know everything that they don't. even maybe rebuff those affectionate moments at times. The older we got, the more we appreciated that. And the older I've gotten, the more I've realized how important that was. And a couple months ago, weeks ago, I forget what it was, but even when we're talking about work stuff, we always say, I love you when you hang up on the phone. And Dad said, well, you have no idea how much I love you. And a few months ago, I finally put it together. I said, actually, Dad, I do, because I have a son now, so I understand what you mean. And so when you hear that all those years and you finally realize what was behind it, it was quite a light bulb going off. So, thanks, Dad. Love you.
So, you know, Dad, in addition to kind of being all about faith and family, he loves math, and everything was kind of, you know, you sit down with this guy for homework, and he would spend, like, Dad, just do my homework, and he'd want you to learn all this stuff, and like, yeah, just do it for me. So we created some graphs here that we know Dad.
This is beautiful artwork.
We know Dad will connect with, but we hope you all do too. Dad,
so if you're part of a Gruber family here, obviously you weeded gardens until your hands bled. Right? So what you'll see here is our labors between the ages of 1 and 10, and what our counterparts do in China while they're making art. This is Andy and I up here. And you'll see the trajectory is obviously going this way. Dad would always leave us notes at breakfast in the summer with 10 jobs, and he'd leave a smiley face at the bottom. That just meant Aunt Sue gave us a gumdrop at least for 8 hours.
And then you get home and you inspect the whole thing. You go around to the gardens with the weeds, it's like you pull it by the roots.
And you'll see here how Lauren and Margie use their girlishness to their advantage. They picked about 1 week a summer.
We're going to show up here.
The bottom one.
You got a whole gumdrop?
So before we explain this, I want to say that Grandpa Johnson and Mom, I mean, they've given Dad some really nice ties, but outside of that, he has a heinous tie collection. This is the worst tie collection ever.
This is actually a replica of the tie of it.
This shows kind of Dad's kind of stylish ties versus the ugly ones in his professional career, and it's pretty much flatlined his whole career. Worst looking ties. But in 1981, I guess he like really made, at some Christmas event, he came in with one of those Santa ties, and he was pressing it and sang Jingle Bells. He loves those singing ties.
And there was a bright moment here in 2008. We were actually going to a meeting, and he had a tie on, and I said, Dad, you got to change and put on one of mine, or we can't go to the meeting. But it actually turned out for the better, so that was not his fault, though. That was all due to me.
Next.
I like my ties, brother.
Everybody gets it!
Now, we interviewed several family members. Older cousins, Uncle Dick.
Exhaustive study.
Yes, exactly. We found out that at a birthday party when Dad turned 7, he told a knock-knock joke. Andy?
I think it went something like knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo. Boo. Why are you crying? You know, I guess it went over well. When Dad was 7, Uncle Dick was 50, I think, at this point.
Yeah, but I knew better than to tell knock knock first.
And he's been in a tailspin ever since. A complete downward trajectory. Actually, on Thursday, Dad told a great joke at the dinner table on Thanksgiving. Lisa was dying laughing, and she turned out she was laughing at us, laughing at Dad because the joke was so in the end, the joke accomplished the goal.
Well, you guys know what genetic stock you have to look forward to.
Hold up the stock. Hold it up.
Yeah, they're way better.
That's your
do
cue.
it.
Knew you'd do it. Knew you'd do it. But Dad, seriously, again, in the eulogy that you gave for Grandpa, you said that he was a gentleman and a gentleman, and those 3 words.